Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Maddie, and today I am very upset because I have filmed a video previously to this one 5 times. I've edited it 3 to 4 times, and every single time something has gone wrong, and now YouTube won't even let the video go up, and I've tried 2 different things and nothing is working. So I have to refilm an entire different video, and that's what this one is. It is a story time about my experience at an abandoned hospital, well, abandoned insane asylum in Norwich, Connecticut. So, if you don't like story times, I'm sorry, this is the best I can do. It's gonna be very minimal editing, just so I can get it up for you guys this week because I do not want to miss a single day. So, I went to this hospital with my friends. It was just spur of the moment. I picked up one of my friends from work because she was stranded there, and I was dropping her off, and she looks at me and is like, hey, do you want to go to this abandoned hospital? It's only like 5 minutes away. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So, we head to her house first, pick up her boyfriend, and then we head off to this hospital. We're getting there, and I'm like on the road to turn onto the hospital road, and some crazy lady tries to get us to stop so she can rob us. That's an experience I do not want to have again. But we finally get there, and there's nowhere to park because you're not supposed to go into this hospital. There's nowhere anywhere near it. It's all fenced off. So, I park behind this little shed. It's kind of covered up by bushes, but you can still see it from the road. And keep in mind, there are cops flying down this road all the time. So, I was very worried that I was gonna get a ticket, and it's also in a sketchy part of a neighborhood, so I thought my car was gonna get stolen, but it didn't. We end up running over to the cemetery because it's the only way to get in. We hop the fence, and we find like the entrance to the first building. There are like 7 of them ish. End up going into this building, and it's actually very nice, very beautiful. The graffiti in there was like very nice and kind. There were very beautiful like murals that people painted. And then just graffiti that says like, I love you, or have a good day, just stuff like that. And it was nice. We explore it. It is like kind of torn down a little bit because they were demolishing it, but we managed to get there before every single building was torn down because it stopped deconstruction like a year ago. We're just walking around, we find like empty spray cans, everything. We are so lucky we did not get any homeless people or any other people in this building, because if we did, we probably would have died. It was just that sketchy of a place. We end up finding a full bottle of vodka, and none of us are gonna drink it because we're just not like that. We don't want to drink a random bottle of vodka that we have no idea where it's been. So we end up getting on the roof, and I just throw it off. And if you've never thrown a glass bottle from high up, it is so satisfying. It is so satisfying just to hear it. But we end up staying in that building for like another hour-ish. It was really nothing to see. It was pretty open, pretty small. But then we head over to like one of the main buildings. It was the front desk office when this hospital was first built. And the only way to get in was through the basement. And later, after we left and I was home, I was doing research on it. I found out that this building is dubbed the Hell House because there are a bunch of satanic rituals done in there, and we found a bunch of satanic ritual items that were used for rituals and stuff like that. It was very scary, and we all were just like, it's fine, it's just a candle, just pentagrams everywhere. So yeah, that was an experience. But we finally get out of the basement, head upstairs. Oh yeah, first of all, there are these tunnels in there that are so old, like they've just collapsed, and they used to run all over the separate buildings so people didn't have to like cross streets to get to different buildings with patients and stuff like that. It was creepy what they used that tunnel for, but it's collapsed. No one can get in there. We end up going upstairs to the front desk area. Huge pentagram right there, front and center of everything. So we're just like, okay, let's just head upstairs. It was so creepy. The graffiti in this was very like dark and just evil. Like it was bad, like things I can't even say on here. It was just very creepy. And me and her boyfriend both were like, hey, let's just go because it's getting late, it's getting very dark, and there's no lights or pretty much any windows in this building, so it's gonna get darker in here before it does outside. And that's exactly what happened. We end up walking around this building pretty much lost with just our phone flashlights in like 30-degree weather, and we all are just, oh yeah, no, let's just walk around. Even though me and her boyfriend wanted to leave the second we ended up like getting up to the second floor, but we can't just leave our friend in there alone, so we stay with her. We kept all this stuff, and I didn't realize like what I was feeling until later, but as soon as I got into that building, I started to get very dizzy and like nauseated and disoriented, which is a sign of like spiritual presences, if you believe in all that stuff. And I just did not feel right until the second we left that building. While we were in there, we just ended up climbing up to the very top of the building, which is like a 5th floor. So it started to get very sketchy. The flooring, it was caving in, so we all just were like, we don't really want to fall 4 stories down, so let's just bounce. We do, and we end up going back to my car. We end up getting fully out, and this is when things turned from a little bit creepy to very, very, very creepy. Me and my friend's boyfriend both had to pee, but we didn't want to do it in a building. That was kind of rude, so we got back to my car. We're like, okay, let's just do it behind this shed that we parked near so people can't really see us. I swear to you, like at the time, I thought this dude opened up this door that was fully shut. It was like an old shed. The door was shut. I swear I saw him open it, walk in, and shut the door right in front of my face. I'm like 3 feet away, and he comes out not even like 30 seconds later from the side of the shed, and I look in. There's no way to get out except for that door that I saw him walk in, and he swears he never went into there because he didn't. There was no way to get out. But the reason I know this actually happened, like the door opened, is because it was still cracked open and the door was fully shut beforehand, and we have no idea how that happened or why, but I swear I saw the door swing open, someone walk in and shut the door behind them, and then I very much so had to pee after that, and I did. Instantly got into my car after and booked it out. It was very creepy, and I did not feel safe after that. If you are in the Norwich, Connecticut area, I don't condone trespassing, but that hospital is very cool and very interesting to explore. It's a lot more interesting to explore it than my story. There's many buildings to like go into, but I do not condone trespassing or illegal activities. Just want to make that clear. I do not support it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this video actually goes up, unlike my last video. I'm sorry this one isn't what I expected to upload. I tried my hardest, it just didn't work, but I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!